So lads, not good news right here. Not good news. So whatever the hell they had her doing in Indiana, I mean this when I say this, get as far away from Indiana as possible. Get as far away from that medical team as possible. Because, like, when her body's breaking down with no injury.
In a troubling update, the Indiana Fever share concerning news about Caitlin Clark's health. Following a right groin injury sustained on July 15th, medical evaluations fortunately ruled out any further damage. However, that relief was short-lived. The team has made it clear that there is currently no timeline for Clark's return to the court.
Following a July 15th injury to her right groin, Indiana Fever guard Caitlin Clark underwent further medical evaluations earlier this week. The team can confirm that no additional injuries or damage were discovered through the evaluations. Clark will continue working with the Fever medical team on her recovery and rehabilitation, with the priority on her long-term health and well-being. There is no timetable available for Clark's return, and no additional details will be provided at this time. Any further updates will be shared as they become available. This is an update, a statement directly.
No one, not the coaches, not the medical staff, can say when the WNBA's brightest young star will be back on the court. It's a chilling uncertainty that has fans and teammates alike anxious and heartbroken. This open-ended absence comes as a gut punch. For a player of Clark's caliber, the phrase "no timetable" feels almost unthinkable.
No timetable for Caitlin Clark's return after being evaluated this week, which means worst case scenario, the Indiana Fever can be without Caitlin for the rest of the year. But best case scenario, she comes back after missing a few games. But does that mean she'll be healthy? 100% fully healthy at least. Their next 3 games, which are the final games of July, is against the Aces tonight at home, then Chicago Sky on the road, then back at home against the Phoenix Mercury. But here's the schedule for the beginning of August. And again, this Fever team has to prepare to be without Caitlin Clark, as she has no timetable for a return.
It signals that even the experts are uncertain. Her recovery could take weeks or it could stretch far longer. The Fever statement gave no additional insight, leaving fans and analysts alike grasping for answers. Concern quickly spread throughout the basketball community. How could Caitlin Clark, the fiercely resilient guard seemingly destined to electrify the league, now face an injury so serious that no one can say when she'll return?
Folks, it was only a week ago that Caitlin Clark was listed as questionable for a Wednesday night game against the New York Liberty in New York. About 5 hours prior to game time, it goes from questionable to out. Thursday, heading into the All-Star break, the three-point contest is Friday night. Caitlin Clark releases a statement of her own saying she won't be participating in the three-point contest and won't be participating in the All-Star game. Caitlin Clark's team has made it known we are going to be holding her out until she is fully recovered. We are not going to be rushing her back at.
If you're finding value in this coverage, please consider subscribing. Tragically, uncertainty has been a defining theme of Caitlin Clark's rookie season. Each time she takes the court, it feels like the clock is ticking toward another setback. This recent groin injury marks her 3rd soft tissue issue since the start of the 2025 WNBA season, and her 4th in total this year. It's a painful pattern. Flashes of brilliance followed by yet another frustrating trip to the sidelines.
A lot of people were of the opinion of stay out as long as you have to. Just stay out. I mean, I'm starting to wonder if the season is not a wash at this point anyway. She needs to get well. This is good news, at least. Honestly, as someone who has dealt with this injury during the season, the way she was walking and moving all-Star week gave me hope for her. It wasn't a lot worse and a season-ending thing. They have to be smart, though.
The pattern emerged early in the season. Clark's struggles began with a left quadriceps strain in late May, forcing her to miss 5 games. She returned in mid-June, determined and full of hope, but the comeback was short-lived. Just 5 games later, she suffered a left groin injury that sidelined her for another 4 games and kept her out of the Commissioner's Cup Championship. Still, Caitlin remained undeterred, pushing through rehab and fighting her way back onto the court once again.
Just like I stated, guys, this should not come as no surprise, bro. I told you. Caitlin Clark was injured with her mobility. When she caught the first groin injury, that's what really kind of did everything in for her, guys. It was just not looking good after that first one. And unfortunately,
fans were thrilled to see Clark back in uniform. Until July 15th, when disaster struck once again. A right groin injury against Connecticut brought a cruel sense of deja vu astonishingly. Clark had never missed a game due to injury before this year. Now, in just one season, she has endured 4 separate muscle injuries. It's a surreal and heartbreaking twist for a 23-year-old superstar in peak physical condition. Each setback has grown more painful, not just for Caitlin, but for a league that has come to rely on her brilliance. From the moment she stepped onto a WNBA court, Clark became the face of the Indiana Fever and a headline act for the entire league. Her impact has been transformative, leading the WNBA in jersey sales and fueling massive surges in ticket demand and television ratings. Her absence isn't just a personal setback. It's a blow to momentum the league has worked so hard to build.
And yeah, of course, I want to see her play. Of course, I think they need her to win majority of these games. But at the same time, she needs to rest, right? She needs to rest. We done seen her try to come back prematurely. She plays well, and then those next following games, it just looked like she's just not there. She doesn't look the same. Can barely get those shots off. So, yeah, I think it's best for everybody for her to rest and just get ready for the end game of this season.
Now, with Clark trapped in a relentless cycle of injury and rehab, the momentum she sparked has come to a halt. This was meant to be her breakout season. The year she lit up the league, starred in All-Star Weekend, propelled Indiana into playoff contention, and delivered nightly highlight reel moments. Instead, it's become a season of fleeting glimpses and painful what-ifs. She was voted an all-star starter and team captain, but had to withdraw, physically unable to take part. The all-star festivities in Indianapolis, meant to be her grand showcase on home court, went on without their brightest star. Meanwhile, the Fever are struggling, sitting near the bottom of the standings. Every game Clark misses dims their postseason hopes. Without her, they've gone 4-7. With her, they're 8-5. Her absence isn't just a blow to Indiana. It's being felt across the entire WNBA in energy and visibility and in the league's forward momentum.
5 games on 2 separate occasions, first due to a left quad strain and then because of a left groin injury. However, the Fever announced no timetable for her return. She's missed 11 of 24 games this season. Wow. The team's statement said they will prioritize her long-term health. Clark's absence is a blow to the Fever's playoff hopes. At 12-12, Indiana holds a 1-game lead over the 9th seed Golden State Valkyries. However, the Fever are 4-7 without Caitlin Clark in the lineup.
Caitlin Clark has managed to take the court this season. It's been clear she's not the same unleashed force fans came to expect. How could she be? She's been playing under the strain of nagging injuries and the immense pressure of sky-high expectations. Yet game after game, she's battled to the pain, visibly grinding it out. Every jumper looks a touch heavier, every drive slightly more labored, every change of direction more cautious. On the road, she's just 2 for 35 from three-point range, a stat that shouts what's already painfully clear. She's not herself, likely because she's never fully healthy when she plays. The revolving door of injuries has clearly disrupted her rhythm and chipped away at her confidence. One week, she's wearing a thick wrap around her thigh. The next, she's tending to a groin strain. Even Caitlin herself has admitted how difficult it's been.
It is a scary thing when your legs are breaking down and you're not injured, because you have to figure out what the hell that is. It could literally be her running mechanics changed and it put pressure, even slightly, it put more pressure on her upper legs. Like all of those things, which very well could be a reason why she's shooting so badly. Like maybe she did too much work trying to bulk up her upper body and not enough on her legs. Like I don't know. She should probably go. I mean this when I say this. Go to Iowa and do what she did in the off season beforehand. But now it's going to take like Like, hire a Tim Grover or something, because she's going to have to rechange how she runs.
Fans can see the toll it's taking. Every time Clark hits the floor hard or comes up limping, the entire arena holds its breath, hoping, praying, she's okay. She almost always waves off help, forcing herself to push through, unwilling to let her team down. But the signs of discomfort are there. A slight limp, a wince, a slower step. She gives everything she has, but the cost is clear. Diminished explosiveness, shaky shooting, and a visible battle with her own body. It's the image of a warrior willing herself through pain, and it's as inspiring as it is heartbreaking. And opposing teams haven't let up. With Clark's star power and scoring ability, she's become the primary target of every defense. Some opponents have taken a brutally physical approach to contain her, openly admitting that their strategy is to rough her up. We know she doesn't like physicality. One coach bluntly said, revealing the tactic at play in reality. That means Clark is constantly bumped, grabbed, and hit in ways designed to knock her off rhythm. At times. It's gone well beyond standard physical play and into dangerous territory. She's already drawn 6 flagrant fouls this season, more than any other player. She's been elbowed in the face, shoved to the floor on drives, and subjected to contact that risks serious injury.
Making some statements about how her body feels this season under the circumstances of, well, getting the crap kicked out of her on the court and just dealing with injuries, right? I mean, people forget when she's injured, she can't train. You know, every time she gets injured and has to sit out, she has to come back and she has to try to recapture basketball shape, right? The ability to run up and down the court and maintain that cardio